My wonderful, beautiful, amazing Pisces. I'm Gabriella from Gabriella's Vampire Tarot. For today, I'm going to be doing your general love reading, your 5 card spread. But before I do that, I want to offer these 12 red roses as a token of my love and appreciation for your love, support, and devotion towards my channel and myself. And thank you so much for joining me here as well. So, this 5 card love reading includes where the first card represents you, the second, the other person, the third, the relationship, the fourth, the past, the fifth, the future. Then I'm going to draw a vampire oracle for you and a favole, and then 1 card from the Tarot Interdit Vampiria. And here we are for card number 1 with the 5 of Wands for you. Conflict and competition. What's going on here? The only thing is, is that, well, for anyone, whether you're single or in a relationship, is, if you're suffering from some kind of conflict, yeah, that's kind of, a real harsh reality to kind of look at, is where you could be facing a real problematic relationship with somebody. I mean, you could personally have areas you have Sagittarius placements, but you could be, maybe, dealing with a real negative relationship. But you could also be having maybe internal conflicts of thinking, well, no matter what I do, no matter how I try, no matter what I go about it, I just can't seem to find true love in other ways. And there's just so much frustrations, taking place that I just, don't know how to go about it and stuff like that. But you could also be facing competition as well, where, well, you may have your eyes focused on somebody and, it's like, and maybe, other people are probably drawn to, that, well, yeah, the person you both have your eyes focused on in other ways as well. But yeah, let's see who the other person is or could be. Justice. Okay, Libra energy. Well, what I kind of see here is you could be having internal conflicts, but you could also have this sense of thinking, okay, you know what? Well, maybe had a bit of like, an anxious moment in your life and stuff like that, but now you also have this sense of balance and justice of thinking, okay, it's like, well, maybe it's unrealistic, maybe it's pretty much just thinking, you know what, when you have 1 minute you feel like there's a bit of a chaos situation taking place, but you're also kind of keeping yourself relaxed, balanced, and grounded by maybe focusing on other areas of your life, your career, your job, other relationships, your fledglings, your pets, whatever it may be in other ways. But that's kind of what one angle of this combination is all about. But you could also be having a conflict with a Libra as well, or a competition with a Libra in other ways. But either way, there's definitely conflict, but there's also a sense of balance that's taking place. Or you can personally have Libra placements as well. Because relationship, the world, okay. So what I'm kind of getting here is, maybe you and another person are pretty much, like having this conflict, well, to be reaching for whoever this justice person may be. And it's pretty much just taking out a place in this world as it should be, right? But it could also be that you could also have Aquarius, and Leo, and Taurus, and Scorpio placements based off of this fixed card, for all the fixed signs and stuff like that as well. But you could also, or maybe there are people out there who are also competing for your love and your attention as well. Maybe this person is also heading off towards you. Maybe you're heading off towards that person. But anyway, the world is practically yours for the taking regarding this relationship. Whether you're in a single position or if you're in a relationship in current times as well. Because what I love is in the past, you get the Daughter of Swords and the Daughter of Knives, and this is also known as a Page of Swords. Well, you are the one that pretty much, took effort. You put time and effort into this romantic relationship and whatever it's. But the thing is, okay, let's say that you're the one that put time and effort into something. But now you're in a conflicted position, because that's kind of also a common theme that I've even witnessed from hundreds of other humans out in this world. Yes, you go out and you try to find somebody you want to will eventually be with. As time goes on, it ends up in a conflicted relationship, whether it's, in a, whether, you end up having a breakup or divorce in the end. But this 5 of Wands is like some potential conflict that's in current times, because, even though you're the one that probably will put time and effort on heading towards this relationship, but yet you're also keeping yourself balanced as much as possible. Or maybe if you're also going to have, like a divorce or breakup, that justice will be on your side as well. Because in the future, or at least one of your beautiful cards, the Moon, there's movement and development and a new journey on the rise for you. So the thing is what I kind of see here is that, Either you're going to be heading away from this real negative situation eventually, and you're pretty much just going to find something else. You might end up, with a Libra, you might end up breaking up or divorcing a Libra in other ways, but there's definitely this new journey for you to take. And normally in the Rider-Waite deck, you see this tiny squiggly path that's guiding you towards the mountains of opportunity. And try to find which path is going to be guiding you off towards more, romantic or relationship opportunities as well. I mean, if these cards don't resonate, hopefully you're in a long-lasting, beautiful, committed relationship. Everything is just, filled with reminiscing memories and more, times to come and stuff like that in other ways as well. But here, there's options waiting for you to take. Because Oracle, speaking of nightmare, psychic protection, shield, and bad dreams. The thing is if you feel like that you're suffering with the Five of Wands with nothing but just a nightmare situation, you don't want to be stuck in that. I would try to find options and try to see if you can have this outgoingness about yourself and heading away from, this nightmare situation and just say, okay, I don't want to deal with this anymore. I'll do whatever it takes just to get out of it, but I don't want to be living this nightmare situation anymore. And nor should anybody ever be living a nightmare situation in any way, because, life is too precious, too short, and also with, like just, here and there, depending on, your location, your, even, the time frame that you were born in, the point and problem is that life is only just up to a certain point, and why should you just be suffering in some kind of nightmare situation? So the moon is practically there for you to take and see where it may lead you and stuff like that. So let's see what Favole wants to add. The Eight of Swords. Yes, you feel stuck. You feel directionless in the future as well. I mean, the thing is what's causing you to actually be living in a real negative situation, and then in the future you might end up feeling stuck and directionless. The moon is here for you, but of course, it's easier said than done. It's like, just because you walk outside your house, the moon is not always going to be there to be guiding you towards, the right possible outcome, right? But the thing is, it's like, I'm worried, like if you kind of just think, okay, it's like, yeah, the moon is there for me and stuff like that, but I don't know exactly where to go. I don't know how to go about it. Well, it really depends on the whole problem and conflict that you could be dealing with. The only thing that I could be thinking is giving you a couple basic means is divorce and breakup, and then just see where you have to head off towards. If you have to maybe go to a hotel of some kind just to kind of recover or just think things through, or if you have to go back home to your home country, home city, or if you have to maybe relocate to a different area or something, whatever it may be. The thing is this card is just actually mostly as a guide. It doesn't per se mean it's it's a guarantee to happen in other ways. But if you feel like you'd have no idea where to go to and stuff like that, it would be best to maybe ask friends, family members, whoever you trust and value the most, on guiding you towards the best possible outcome in other ways. Because the French tarot deck wants to finish off with, if it will even allow me, Cavalier de Miroir. So this is like the Page of Cups. So this is kind of like, mostly, just guiding you towards this kind of daydream kind of feeling. But maybe that's why you'll end up feeling stuck, because the problem is, daydreams are fun and entertaining, and they're mostly based off of your thoughts and fiction. But if, the resources and the appropriate timing and at least the resources and the opportunity, isn't around, yes, it will put you in a state of feeling directionless, lost, dazed, and confused, because you have no idea where to go or how to go about it or where to go from there. And that's kind of what this, Page of Cups, it's a beautiful card. I mean, as long as you take the appropriate, steps, maybe listen to some advice, take some guidance, whatever it may be, or maybe even, listen to other people's advice for that matter, that pretty much resonate with you personally, to think, okay, I know exactly how to go about it. I know which direction I'm supposed to go about it. I know how I'm going to make this beautiful daydream come true. But that's kind of what this Page of Cups has. It's sort of a bit of an illusion, and maybe that's what's kind of putting you in a situation of thinking, how am I going to go about it? I don't know where to go from here. I don't know where to head off towards in other ways. I just don't know what to do. So that's kind of the only thing I can offer, is just to try to find, other people who can guide you in a way better, who've actually experienced. That's a way better way, is to find somebody who's been down that road and has gained, that kind of experience to be able to guide you in the best possible way. Well, other than that, I'm going to have to leave it at this for now. But if this reading resonated for Pisces out in this world, please feel free to join and subscribe to my channel. I love you guys incredibly. I want to wish you all the best on where this journey may take you. Hopefully everything is going to work out eventually. But anyway, in a few days, I'm going back to general reading. So for now, I'm just doing love in general. But if you're ever interested in a personal reading, please feel free to join and subscribe to my channel. Post in the comment section that you want a personal reading from me, and I'll respond to you with my email. But there is a web page called Project Page on my channel. It's called Project Page, and it has the different types of prices for personal readings. So please feel free to browse through it if you're ever interested in a personal reading. Other than that, I want to wish you all the best of luck on where this journey may take you towards. I love you guys incredibly, and again, thank you so much for joining me.